Hello, friends. Ask me questions. Let's get it.
How do you think films can change political climate?
Man, I really think films, I think film has such an important piece in politics. There's a lot of people that, like, I don't know, celebrities that don't want to talk about politics because of, like, their fan bases. Man, I'm so glad, like, I don't have a fan base. That seems like it's a lot of, like, difficult work. People want to watch your stuff or don't want to watch you because you said something that doesn't align with their political views or something. But I think it's writers and filmmakers and directors, like, you have a responsibility, if you're like me, to, like, really tell powerful, compelling stories. And I think that in the political space is really important. I thought The Apprentice was phenomenal. That was, like, a really interesting piece. And Jeremy Strong, you want to talk about Oscar snubs, he should have definitely won for The Apprentice. He was phenomenal. But I think that there's, like, these films where you can really say something. In politics, it's very difficult. Sometimes you have your whole life, you've grown up with something. And it could be a struggle that when you come into your own, you're not too sure that, like, going against the grain of what you've been taught can sometimes be really, really challenging, and to not know where you stand. And I think sometimes films put it in such a really good spot, politically, for you to really understand how you feel about something, and sometimes watching someone else go through something. I thought that Matt Damon in Stillwater was, like, amazing. I thought that was such a really, really powerful political film, even though it had, it was about, the character's daughter and getting her back. It really allowed you to see, like, the life of what someone like Matt Damon's character is. I think there's really interesting undertones in film that can really allow you to see different perspectives. And film, like, opens you up. And I think people are gonna argue with each other about which side is right. A film shows you, like, people. And I think you stop looking at sides, start looking at people, start looking at scenarios, because they're all different. And I think film is super important that way. And also just to tell the story of what's happened. Sometimes history is, sometimes they want to rewrite history. Sometimes they want to take this book out or change the way this is said or what really happened. And I think film is really important to say, no, this is what happened. These are the people that were involved. This is how it felt. And I think as filmmakers, especially in political space, it's really important to share those type of stories and to see the inside of how some of these places work and how it feels. Because I think some people know exactly who they're voting for. Some people know exactly where they stand, and a lot of people don't. And a lot of people are trying to figure that out. And I think as filmmakers, we have a really important responsibility to share stories that can be used for people to make really important decisions for themselves.